What you might not know about Dune, 2021. Composer Hans Zimmer is a big fan of the novel Dune, and turned down working with frequent collaborator Christopher Nolan on Tenet, 2020, to score this film. For the same reason, Denis Villeneuve was the top choice but turned down the offer to direct. Denis Villeneuve confirmed in a Vanity Fair article that his adaptation of Dune will be split into two films in order to ensure that the original story would be preserved and not cut into a million pieces. However, contrary to the common practice, the scenes on the ocean world of Caledon were shot in Stadlandet, Norway. Much of the desert scenes on the desert world of Arrakis were shot in Jordan and Abu Dhabi, in the Middle East. Denis Villeneuve saw Baron Vladimir Harkonnen, Stellan Skarsgård, as a rhino in human form, and so Skarsgård had to spend 7 hours a day applying makeup for his role as the Baron. The first full trailer for the film features a version of Pink Floyd's Eclipse by composer Hans Zimmer. This is a nod to director Alejandro Jodorowsky's proposed adaptation of Dune in the 1970s, for which he wanted the band to write the score. A spin-off prequel series titled Dune, The Sisterhood was announced for HBO Max while the film was being promoted. Originally, Dune writer John Spates was announced as showrunner, but he stepped down to focus on writing Dune, Part 2, 2023, instead. This film sports a distinctly Arabic theme, in keeping with author Frank Herbert having used Islamic culture as an influence for his story. The helmets of the Harkonnen soldiers were based on the heads of insects. Sting was considered for a cameo/small role in this film after he starred as Fade Rotha in David Lynch's Dune, 1984. The character ended up omitted from the 2021 adaptation. In Dune, 1984, all the Harkonnen were depicted as red-haired. In this movie they are all depicted as bald. Rebecca Ferguson plays the mother of Timothée Chalamet despite being only 12 years older than him. Denis Villeneuve's first time producing one of his films. Actor Timothée Chalamet was 23 when he played Paul Atreides, 2 years younger than Kyle MacLachlan when he played the same role in Dune, 1984. In the novel, Paul was 15 years old. Denis Villeneuve's third consecutive science fiction film after Arrival, 2016, and Blade Runner 2049. 2017. This will be the third screen adaptation of Frank Herbert's epic science fiction novel of the same name, after David Lynch's Dune, 1984, and the sci-fi miniseries Dune, 2000. An early attempt by director Alejandro Jodorowsky in the early 1970s failed. Denis Villeneuve's first film to be shot on large-format cameras and with Panavision lenses. The plot of Dune shares many similarities to Shakespeare's Henry V. A callow youth ascends to the throne and is matured by personal loss and hardened by battle. Timothée Chalamet portrayed Henry V in The King, 2019. The character of Leet Kynes, portrayed by Sharon Duncan Brewster, has been gender-swapped from the books. He was previously portrayed by Max von Sydow in Dune, 1984, and by Carl Daubry, as Dr. Pardot Kynes/Leet, in the miniseries Dune, 2000. At one point, Peter Jackson expressed interest in directing a new film adaptation of Dune. Many parallels of Islamic theology can be noted as referenced by novelist Frank Herbert. The producers wanted Emma Roberts to play the role of Princess Irulan, but the star gave up because of the busy schedule. Very little is seen of the Guild Navigators. The film does not show whatever happens in the jump from star to star. October 5, 2020. Warner Bros. Announced that the film would be delayed from December 18, 2020 to October 1, 2021. David Dastmalchian's third movie with director Denis Villeneuve, following Prisoners, 2013, and Blade Runner 2049, 2017. The film was leaked online on October 17, 2021, less than a week before its American premiere. Reunites Josh Brolin, Gurney Halleck, and Javier Bardem, Stilgar, on screen 14 years after starring in No Country for Old Men, 2007. This is the first Dune adaptation to be filmed in IMAX, with IMAX-certified Arri Alexa ALF and Mini LF cameras, unlike previous adaptations, which were filmed in TOD 35 for Dune, 1984, and Univision 2:1 for Dune, 2000.